Hello everyone, this is Shane with HCCI Protection in Denver, Colorado, and I'm coming to you with a very heavy heart. I'm coming to talk to you about the active shooter situation that happened in Perry, Iowa at Perry High School that resulted in the loss of life of a 6th grader and the shooter taking their own life. And even more concerning in this situation, the active shooter had a bomb that they had planned to detonate in order to injure and kill more individuals. Our schools are left vulnerable. They're left unprotected. We protect all of our most important people, places, and assets with trained armed professionals, but for some reason, our children, the individuals that rely on us for their protection, the individuals that rely on us for their food, for their clothes, for a roof over their head, the individuals that we tuck in at night and read them a book and check underneath the bed for the boogeyman and ensure them that they are safe. We send them to school with false promises and false reality of their protection and leave them completely open and vulnerable to attack. On January 2nd, I released a new article, A Rise Above Complacency, a call for real security in our schools, that is talking about the complacency, the grandstanding, and the disregard for real security solutions, policies, and procedures in our schools that are leaving the doors invitingly open for the bad guys to attack. And it's time that we take real action to protect our students and to protect our teachers and to protect our families from this reality. And in the wake of every single active shooter situation at schools, there is a political response and a lack of action. They engage in political bantering and grandstanding and finger pointing, blaming each other from across the aisle, blaming our mayors, our governors, our state elected representatives at the state and federal levels, but nobody takes real action or nobody takes real responsibility. And this is why it is so crucial to engage in properly trained, adequately equipped, professional security companies that are there to mitigate that threat, to be a deterrent, and to protect our schools, and respond in seconds, not minutes. We need to take proactive security measures beyond just armed security. We need to make proactive preventative measures such as emergency planning, active shooter prevention situations, active shooter response, mass bleed training, mass bleed kits, what to do in natural disasters. These are plans that you need to have at your school, and they need to be communicated to your teachers and your students and the parents. Your lockdown procedures need adhered to and followed each and every time. Your security procedures, your locked doors, your intercoms, your cameras, are tools and resources that are there to help us keep the public and our teachers and our students safer, and they don't work if we don't use them. How often do you just let a parent that you think you know into your school as you're leaving past that locked door? And how often do we just let a parent we know right into the school without going through our proper policies and procedures and checking them in? Bad guys count on you letting them through because you know them. Most active shooter situations are insiders. They're people we already know. They're the student, they're the teacher, they're the parent. And the business environment, they're our own employees. They're the business owner. They're our clients. They're our customers. They're the people we already know and we would never suspect them. And they count on that to get past our security policies and procedures because we are complacent in how we enforce those policies and procedures when it comes to the people we think we know. And the bad guys count on your complacency to get past. And we let them in every time. One such situation happened at a school this last year. A 5th grade student was murdered and many other injured because they let the husband that was a threat into the school because they had no idea. They already knew him, and how would that individual be a threat to the school? And unfortunately, lives were lost. If there were any policies and procedures in place to begin with, they were easily skirted because they already knew him. And it's time that we put these policies and procedures in place, and we follow them each and every time so we do not create a loophole compromising the safety and integrity of our facilities. On January 2nd, I released a new article, A Rise Above Complacency, a call for real security in our schools, where I talk about the complacency and the complete and utter disregard for security and security policies and procedures to protect our schools. In active shooter situations, they count on you to let them in. We need to communicate these policies to all of our staff, our employees, our teachers, so they know what to do in these different kinds of emergencies and they aren't left confused. Stop engaging in complacency. Stop engaging and it will never happen here. Every parent that has ever had to sadly bury their child after a school shooting believed it would not happen here. Every school that has ever been the victim of an active school shooting, believed it would never happen there. And so they did nothing to prevent it. It's time to take action, and today is the day. Join me at HCCI Protection. Go to my website, www.hcciprotection.com, or call me 720-476-0312, or email me directly at shane@hccciprotection.com, and I will work with you. I will team with your schools, and together we can make our schools safer for our children so that these threats do not become a reality, so that they do not become the nightmare that haunts them in their sleep like so many other parents and teachers. Let's team together and make our future safer and brighter for all of our children. Thank you. Have a great day.